You want to be part of the video? You want it up, so I assume you want to be part of the video. Hi, welcome. I'm Mary, and this is Munster, and I hook books. I crochet things inspired by books. And today I am going to tell you about my top 10 non-fiction books of 2025. Okay. Oh, we're done. First, honorable mention to Baking Across America. This is a cookbook, but it also is kind of a love letter to all the different little cultures in the United States, and I absolutely love it. I had a goal to visit all 50 states because then I felt like I could call myself a true patriotic American. I made it to 45. So, I mean, it's still not too bad, including Delaware. Everyone that it says, I've been to all 50 states, they never include Delaware. You can't say you've been to all 50 states if you haven't been to Delaware. Anyway, loved this. I love his YouTube channel, and this was just such a fun book, and you can see the passion, or you can hear the passion in the audiobook. It was really great. Number 10, The Babysitter. My summer with a serial killer. Like, you ever sit down, like, hey, I wonder whatever happened to so and so. And then, like, your parent goes, oh yeah, they went to jail because they were a serial killer. Well, that's the beginning of this book. And it was in Provincetown, P-Town, Vampire of P-Town. It gives a whole new context to American Horror Story Red Tide. Number 9, Batman and Psychology. I did not expect this to be nearly as good as it was. It was a huge surprise. I expected it to be kind of a campy pop psychology, but it was actually really well researched, and if I were still in college, I would probably recommend this to some of the people that I studied with because it can really help to understand some of the psychological concepts that we were studying. Number 8, Move the Body, Heal the Mind. This seems like such a simple concept, but it's very difficult to put into action. I normally like my nonfiction a little bit more on the research side, and this did have its research element, but it was, here's a plan, here's several different kinds of workout plans, here's the benefits of even doing 2 minutes of exercise every hour. So I really liked how this laid it out and made it seem attainable, like you can do this. Number 7, Get Well Soon, A History's Worst Plagues and the Heroes Who Fought Them. This has an amazing authorial voice. I absolutely loved her writing style, and it was just a fun and well researched history of some of the weirdest things. Like, people really did dance themselves to death. It's craziness, but so good. Numbers 5 and 6, I kept flip-flopping. I think they're the only 2 memoirs on this list, and they were both so good. So they're kind of interchangeable in their place on this list. I'm gonna say number 6 is The House of My Mother. And this is, I believe, Sherry Frankie, the daughter of Ruby Frankie, and getting the insight into what those horrible women did from someone who was in there, because from the news you can surmise and deduce some of what went down, but having the point of view of someone that was really affected by it. And I am so proud of her that she is now an advocate against family vlogging. And I'm very appreciative of the view that she let us into in her world and her experiences. And then 5, we'll call it, is Dinner for Vampires. And I didn't watch One Tree Hill, so the girl who recommended this was like, I don't know if you're gonna like it as much as I did, but like, I think it's good. And it was so good. I love a cult. I do. And cults can be very small. As long as they're controlling and taking advantage, you hate to see it, but it's so interesting at the same time. And again, this is a great story about someone who came out the other side knowing better. I mean, obviously damaged and traumatized, but I just knocked over my microphone. I hope you guys are okay. Obviously traumatized, but stronger in the end. And again, a very open and vulnerable view into this very scary and easy to fall for religious scam or cult. Number 4 is How to Win Friends and Influence People. And I just kind of wanted to know what the fuss was about, but this has held up so well. Like, it's very well written, it's very accessible, it reads almost exactly like a writing textbook, like what you should do to get your point across. Like, here's the concept, here's examples, back to the concept. It was so simple to follow, but also it made me realize, like, people have to be taught to do things that a lot of us are like, well, duh, like, that's just common sense, it's just common courtesy. It's not. People have to be taught to be grateful, to be kind, to catch flies with honey instead of vinegar. So I was blown away by this book, and I mean, Andrew Carnegie. Anyone else nostalgic for when people in the 1%, built libraries and felt a responsibility toward public works and public good? Anyway, this was amazing. So even though it's old, it doesn't read like it's old, and very good, simple, useful advice. Number 3, Algo Speak. This is so fascinating and also a little bit terrifying for someone that reads a lot of science fiction. Are we designing the algorithm, or is the algorithm designing us? It's short, pithy, well-researched, really good examples, and so incredibly relevant. Number 2, don't trust your gut. And I do like to tell my students, trust your gut, unless your gut's being racist. And, racist, homophobic, whatever, because a lot of the time we don't see with our eyes, we see with our triggers. And the number of times I've heard people like, oh, well, that's just how I feel, or I just think people should stick to their own kind. It frightens me a little bit. And no, I think it's universal. I don't think it's just because I live in the South now. So, trust facts, acknowledge your own biases, and trust facts, because anecdotes and gut feelings can be useful, but 1,000-person case study is going to just be more relevant than your Uncle Ted. Number 1, my absolute favorite nonfiction that I read in 2025, How to Keep House while drowning. I love this book so much. It does not lean into toxic positivity and just manifest feeling better like a lot of self-help books do. It's very gentle and encourages you to be gentle with yourself. 1% done is better than 0% done. Give yourself some credit, give yourself some leeway, and it also has some really amazing tips for making your life just that little bit easier. And especially because the world is on fire and we're all kind of drowning, I feel like so much of this book is so necessary for so many of us. So if you don't read any other nonfiction book this year, I would say check out How to Keep House While Drowning. It is amazing. So those were my favorite nonfiction reads of 2025. Let me know if you have any recommendations for nonfiction for next year. Let me know if you're going to pick up any of these books. Definitely pick up How to Keep House While Drowning. If nothing else, pick that one up. And take care of yourself. Take a nap. Get some rest. Play with your cats. And as always, keep your shoulders back, your head up, and breathe.